How's it going, guys? Vaibhav here, and welcome to a video talking about the LG Rollable. So the LG Rollable is a smartphone that's supposed to innovate when it comes to how a traditional smartphone works. Right now we have smartphones that are something like this, where you basically have a screen on the front. You also get foldable smartphones. I don't have one to showcase at the moment, but there's the Huawei Mate X2 that's rumored to come out in the next 1 or 2 weeks. We've also got Samsung's Galaxy Fold series, Flip series, Motorola, etc, etc. But the rollable category is something that's completely different, something that I think 2021 is reserved for. So the LG Rollable is a smartphone that they showcased a very small teaser for at CES 2021. And I'll overlay the teaser right on screen at the moment so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, to be completely honest, this isn't the first time we've seen rollable smartphones in the open. We've also seen a demo concept being demoed by Oppo, and this is another way of just showing you guys what a rollable smartphone is really capable of. It basically is a smartphone and uses motorized mechanisms inside to make sure that the display expands in a way to go from a smartphone form factor to a tablet form factor almost seamlessly without any sort of bend in the middle that you typically find on a foldable device. It's rumored that LG is actually working on making this public sometime in March of 2021, which is just a few weeks away if you think about it. But we're not sure if LG is really gonna go forward with that, because we've also heard mixed rumors about the fact that LG is completely dropping its mobile division and focusing on other projects because its mobile division is not getting the recognition it thinks it deserves to get. And I sort of get that, because LG makes some great smartphones, and back in the day LG was one of the staples out there, but it's slowly seen that decline phase, which I'm not that happy about, because LG in a nutshell still makes some great smartphones. I had the chance to check out the LG Wing, which had a dual display concept like a wing basically, and that was another innovative form factor that maybe LG was working towards. But now that rollables are a thing, are a possibility in 2021, we're looking at a 7.4-inch display on the LG Rollable. That's when the display is expanded, and of course when it contracts, we would say around a 5 to a 6-inch form factor could be on the cards. And this isn't just some new thing that's completely springing off the top of my head. We've seen a number of patents from LG in the past that basically teased what this smartphone could look like. Back in the day, it was more of a rectangular form factor with sort of this bezel and sort of this sharp design. But now that we've seen what smartphones are evolving towards, LG is also taking note of that and making sure what they release in March, their supposed release date for the LG Rollable, is something that really sticks with the modern day trends of what a smartphone should be and really is aligned with what we expect from a typical flagship smartphone. And the new set of patents that we've seen from Let's Go Digital say exactly that. And it looks like from the patents, you won't also have any sort of physical buttons on this smartphone, which again goes in line with what Xiaomi thinks is the future of smartphone technology. So basically your volume as well as your power buttons will all be on the screen off to the side. And I don't know how to feel about that, because that really depends on how software is optimized for this form factor, which again seems to be going in the right direction, because we've had a video, I think this was published on Phone Arena, where how the Android operating system could react to the LG Rollable is being showcased. I don't know if there is any depth to this video. I don't know if people have already seen the LG Rollable in action. I'm pretty sure they have, but there haven't been any considerable leaks aside from that. And I think this video is also based off of a render of the smartphone and not the real deal. So that's also something to keep in mind. But with all of the hardware addressed, let's take a look at what this thing might have in terms of specifications. We can't really comment on the camera system, but there are rumors suggesting a triple camera setup. Nothing on the cards about what kind of resolution this camera is, but perhaps it could bring in optical image stabilization if this is aiming for being a flagship device. Of course, with a flagship device, we're expecting flagship processing power, and it looks to be the case that either the phone might have the Qualcomm Snapdragon 888 processor, which is the flagship level, sort of the benchmark for any flagship in 2021, or it might go for a cheaper alternative in the Qualcomm Snapdragon 870 processor. This is a processor that's a step up from the 865 and the 865 Plus, but it's not quite up there when it comes to it being compared with the 888. And this could make sense if LG wants to make sure that this phone is priced at a reasonable margin, because if this thing is going for the cream of the crop when it comes to specifications as well as design, as well as the R&D that's gone into this sort of design, we're expecting a price tag of around $1,500 to $2,000 at the minimum, because that's what the other foldable smartphones are selling at the moment, or were being sold at when they were announced. So if LG decides to, let's say, sacrifice on display resolution or sacrifice on processing power as well as the camera, and just make this phone a conceptual device just to showcase the design of the phone and what's capable, then maybe this phone might be a cheaper alternative to the foldables we've seen in the past. But if not, then we're expecting around a $1,500 to $2,000 price tag for sure. So yeah, that about sums up everything that we know so far about the LG Rollable. There's a lot that's still up in the air about what sort of processing power this thing will pack, whether or not this will be a flagship device or just one to showcase the concept, but all of that should come through in the next couple of weeks. I'm excited to see sort of the resurgence of LG, because I've said that in the past. I've said that with the LG Velvet I talked about last year, then I said that with the LG Wing, but third time is a charm, and I hope the LG Rollable is something that really sort of pushes the boundaries when it comes to technology on smartphones, and LG being the trailblazer for that would be a really nice welcome change. Thanks for watching. This was Vaibhav, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.